Hi,
up?
David. How
Hi,
you
Bob.
doing? How you doing?
I'm doing fine. We're back
Um,
again.
we're back again. Yes. You know, there's a side of you that most of us know, but the folks out there that are watching this video don't know about your prankster games. And you know, you had a career with the Highway Patrol, and as a prankster and a highway patrolman, um, that was kind of an interesting time in your life. Can you share a story?
Oh, there lots of stories.
Well, the
Uh,
nightgown one.
one of the stories is uh, regarding one of the young girls in the office that was getting married, having a party for her.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out that one of the gifts that they were going to give her was a negligee, beautiful. And I told her about it. I said, let's have some fun. Someone in the crowd is going to ask you when you open that up to try it on. Let's see how it looks. You're going to agree, and you'll come into the bathroom, and I'll be in the bathroom with a negligee and all long hair, and I'll come out. Well, most of the ladies in the office were from Gardena, Japanese. Uh, they were all fun, but
Mm-hmm.
they just weren't ready for Dave to come out with a negligee on, and long hair. Uh, I, it's all fun.
Mm. Um, do you
It,
have any other stories?
oh, we used to in the morning when I was riding motorcycles.
You were a motor cop in
And
L.A.
the last highway patrol. The last 3 years I was on motors. Uh, we'd show up in the morning for coffee, and there was always a few women that would go in and come back out with a dozen donuts for work. There were McDonnell Douglas or Hughes, whatever. Well, when they would come out, we'd be, we would be standing at attention, looking very good, with a scorecard of either a 9 or a 10. No low scores, no low scores. You don't want to, you're not there to make anybody feel bad. You're there to make their day. Never had a single complaint. The ladies loved it. You get the biggest smile, and we would be standing in a straight line, maybe 3 or 4, 5 motor officers with that little card, a 9 or a 10. No low scores. That went on for a long time.
It was a different kind of highway patrol in those days.
No, no, I don't think any different now. It's just whoever happens to be in that uniform and being able to, you know, make light of a few things. I was very businesslike when I had to be,
Uh,
but I had an opportunity to make someone smile or laugh. Why not?
right. So you worked up at CAYA camp. You played a couple of pranks up there that were kind of well known in the community.
Oh, I think the one that really I have to share is one of the young men that was up in prison at the camp. He was under a lot of pressure, sexual pressure. He was getting pressured sexually. Uh, I don't know to what extent, but he was having some problems dealing with this. I was working at night, graveyard shift, and I happened to see him get up and go out of his bed area to the bathroom. I got out of the office real quick and I went down and I got in his bed,
You
pulled
what?
the covers. I got into his bed, pulled the covers up. When he came back, he started getting in his bed, and I pulled the covers down so he could see my face. It was dark. It looked, and I just said, "Get in." True story.
You know,
And when I got caught riding in a clothes dryer,
I never heard that one.
yeah, plaques on the wall. Oh,
Really?
it went viral. That went statewide. One Sunday afternoon, I was talking with one of my wards. I do the paperwork. He said, "Have you ever ridden in the clothes dryer?" What? I said, "Clothes dryer. You ever ridden in the clothes dryer?" We used to do it all the time in the service. We'd coming back from the Airmen's Club at night, 10 cents. You know, push the button with your finger and hold the door open, spin around, get out, and somebody else get in. He didn't believe me, and I said, "Well, let's go in the laundry room and I'll show you." I had one of the staff members went in there with us, and I got in the clothes dryer. I braced myself. Jim turned it on. I spun around a few times and got out. This kid was from Fresno, Frank Lujan. He got in. "Are you ready?" Yeah. He turned it on. I didn't think I was required to tell him to kind of like brace himself. There was a terrific boom, bang, and it was like a 160-pound overload. He didn't get hurt. God, I mean, could have broke his neck or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Shut it off, got out. The next day, the fellow that had run the machine came to the house. He said, "Dave, somehow the machine got broke." The maintenance man, John Pellegrini, went up, found out that the drive chain was ripped off the shaft. The shaft was bent. And it was from Frank, not bracing himself, but just a tremendous overload. And everybody knows that you were in there in the dryer, because otherwise the laundry room man would have been responsible. I went in the next day, immediately went into the superintendent's office and admitted that, I was at fault. I don't know why I did it. It was just a spur of the moment, It took them 30 days to finally figure out what they were going to do to me. They didn't do anything. They got a letter of reprimand, but the letter had to go to Sacramento, because if you're a peace officer, and I was still a peace officer, any type of paperwork that's handed down to you on a Native nation has to go to Sacramento for review. I often wonder what they thought when that went up there. Guys riding in a clothes dryer. Oh my God! I mean, they have law enforcement officers, kill people, rape, all of the above. I was riding in a clothes dryer. Got very nice. Well, I got a door on the wall. There's a fellow coming out of the clothes. I come out of a clothes door. That was a gift for me when I retired. One of the guys made that up. And I've got the letter from the superintendent talking about.
You had a funny career. You had a funny career.
I made it. I always can't really think of anything that. I'll tell you this. Nowadays, this issue with law enforcement, the chokehold. I was 135 pounds. I couldn't fight my way out of a paper bag. But when I was shown the chokehold at the Long Beach Police Academy, that was my method. Never hurt anybody. It didn't happen very often, but if I had to take somebody down, I was like a cheetah on their back and go for the neck. They'd start to get a little laying down. That was it. Can't do that now, but again, I was 135 pounds. You're going to run into some big people,
Yep. So, David, appreciate your time. We're going to talk some more. Beware.
Okay, yes, definitely.
And I want to talk about your family, but that's another conversation. You have a great day.
Thank you.